What is up, survivors? We are back with another mod review, and for today's mod review we're going to be going over the Arcomatic mod. This is an automated mod that runs some rebalancing and adds some really cool structures that are highly useful in both the PvE and a PvP setting. So in typical fashion, we placed all the stuff down and we're going to go ahead and take a look at all those right now. Alright, so we're going to start from this way, kind of work all the way around. So these four different, basically they're different item collectors. They collect different things. They do this automatically. They get powered. We'll show you how all this stuff right here is powered at the end. But I like that while these do kind of look the same, we do have the hovering icons to let you, it's a dead giveaway of what it's supposed to do. So your first one here is just the earthquake thing. So what this does is it automatically grabs stuff from earthquakes from the aberration. You can actually enable the range on any of these structures that do any sort of like AoE grabbing things or moving things for you, so you can see the effective range of them. And as you can see, it's pretty big. So one or two of these around your base and it'll automatically pick up all of the stuff that happens during an earthquake, which I think is incredibly useful in aberration because you definitely miss out on a lot of those little resources. Plus, if it's something like a server where it's on all the time and you're not necessarily there, this could be worth its weight in gold making this thing. This right here collects fertilized and unfertilized eggs. It just picks up eggs for you. And you can toggle the settings on here to be able to change it, whether or not it's picking up certain eggs and other eggs, just for sake of ease. And then as well as you can also enable the range to see. And as you can see, the range is pretty much the same on any of these, and it's substantial. I mean, it's pretty far away. Turn this guy off. This is a poop collector, so this will pick all your poop for you. Just kind of convenient, easy one-place stop shop to grab all that stuff from. Your farming, fertilizing just got a lot easier. You don't have to pick any of that up. This is kind of cool too. This picks up specifically gacha crystals. So if you have a gacha farm, this is really nice to have because this has such a range and gachas need to be spaced out fairly far apart from each other. Having something like this dead smack in the middle can ensure that all of your crystals are going to get picked up and you're not going to miss out on any of them. Sliding over, and these guys actually snap next to each other, by the way. These types of things, these structures that we're going to go over, and then these structures here actually snap to each other. I can pick this one up just to show you. It seems basically anything that's a like-minded structure, it actually snaps right next to them, so you can get a nice clean line of them if you want to line them up in one place, which I like. I like being able to just clean it up like that. So we have a meat spoiler. Pretty cut and dry, right? You throw meat in there and it spoils it. You can throw prime meat and regular meat in there and it will spoil meat for you. You have a grill that will grill all the meat up for you as well. It actually does it really, really fast too. And then we also have this wood baker, which is, I'm a huge fan of being able to turn wood into just immediate charcoal. And these are all 500 slot storage capacities. I believe these guys are too. So you have a heck of a lot of storage capacity. This is where we really get into like the really automated stuff, and this right here is probably a reason why you would use this on PvE or PvP. It's not OP, it just makes life so much easier, especially on PvP where you have so many turrets that you're trying to load. This is actually a turret loading system, so basically you can throw your bullets in here, and we can show the range of this guy. So it's pretty far, as you can see. You have the option to change the turrets within all of your turrets in range of this table. So you can change all of your turrets. You can turn them all on. You can turn them all off. You can change all their settings in here. You can also choose individual turrets. So let's actually put a turret down real quick. Let's toggle on GCM and get an actual just any old turret in here just to show you what's happening. Yeah, yep, that works. Here, come here. Put you here and turn you on. So we actually can choose the turret. We can choose the heavy automated turret. Basically what we do is there's no bullets to transfer, so we can't do that. So we actually need some ammo. So let's grab some ammo. So we made our ammo. We throw it in the bench. We choose the turret. We hit it. It transfers the bullets to the turret by itself. Already transfers it to itself. That's awesome. I can just throw bullets in this table and just transfer those bullets to any turret that I have in range of this table. PvP turret loading just got amazingly easier. Amazingly easier. That is probably one of I think most people on PvP will tell you that's a really annoying process. It's definitely useful. Here we have the workbench, and the workbench is what you'll use to craft all of the Arcomatic stuff. It's all here. Every single bit of it. It's all right here. And as you can see, none of the stuff I don't think is too kind of crazy as far as what you need to crafting requirements goes. You need the typical stuff to make the fabricator. It looks like for most part, most of this is like crystal, metal, oil, and cementing paste to make. There'll be times where you need electronics as well, but primarily that's really it. That's all you're going to need out of any of this stuff. So later end resources, you do need black pearls to make generator, but we'll talk about how that works. Sliding on over, we got the Arcomatic fabricator, which will make just the general fabrication stuff for you, just at a high rate and make it a lot faster. It really just looks like a mini fabricator, making your life a little bit easier. Same thing with the Arcomatic forge. It cooks things incredibly quick, and it actually is significantly smaller. As we can see, you can fit like 6 or 7 of these things in a place that it would take to make one regular industrial forge, which I really like. I like mods that do this with a lot of these construction things, because from a PvP or PvE standpoint, it means that you don't necessarily have to make the base. If you're trying to encase all of your crafting structures inside, you don't need to make a gigantic ceiling just because you have an indie forge. So you can get away with doing a smaller build if that's what you want to do, and you don't have to worry about trying to hide all this stuff. The dedicated crafter is a little bit interesting. So you can actually basically just choose whatever you're trying to craft single independently. So let's say we're just trying to make cementing paste. We open this guy up, we put whatever we need in there for cementing paste. So it's kind of like an end-all be-all for crafting situation. So all of your resource crafting could essentially be done from here. And you still have a giant inventory inside of this, but as you can see, it even does things like stimulants, polymer. We can make polymer in here, electronics, picking bullets, narcotics, flamethrower hammer. There's a lot of all this stuff. So it's a pretty good list of all the stuff, normal resources that you would craft. Making this being a one-stop shop for all that is incredibly beneficial. Plus, I do like that this shines whatever you currently have selected, so that you know. It wouldn't be too hard to make a few of these and just have them up with these icons. I really like that little touch here, and then with these guys as well, knowing exactly from a distance what it is without even really have to take a second, another glance at it. Same thing with these, because these crafting stations, with the exception of the top graphics, look similar. Just being able to see that from a distance, those little touches I think go a long way with some mods like this, making it incredibly easy to use. The chemistry station does exactly what a chemistry station does. It's just smaller and runs a lot faster. We have the refrigerator here, 500 slot refrigerator. As you can see, it's a little bit bigger than a normal fridge. It looks like it's the normal fridge with a little addition on top of it, but it's a 500 slot fridge, so can't get me too mad about that. The Arcomatic egg incubator. Obviously, this incubates eggs for you. You turn it on, you throw the eggs in there, it'll incubate it down to 1%. You'll take it out and have to hatch it on your own. So you're still going to need things like air conditions to be able to hatch the eggs entirely, but you know, that's a small price to pay for something that auto incubates eggs for you. The Arcomatic vault, 500 slot vault, that is teeny tiny. You put 4 of these in the space that you would normally put a vault, making, again, I like when they make the storage things smaller, because it means you don't have to make this gigantic base just to put storage in. So you can get away with a lot of the smaller builds. I tend to play solo with a small tribe, and sometimes I don't want to build anything gigantor. I just want to build something small to house all my stuff in, and with a mod like this, that makes that very, very, very possible. At the very end of it, we have the wireless generator. This is actually what's powering everything here. This looks like a normal generator. It's obviously just colored and textured a little bit differently. It does run off of gasoline, and it just provides wireless power at a very, very good range. So with that, I don't need to run wires. I don't need outlets. I don't need any of that stuff. I just drop this guy down. It's essentially a lower tier tech generator, you know, instead of element, you just use gas to power it. That's pretty much it. All in all, I think this kind of caters to all the masses, whether you're playing PvE or whether you're playing PvP. This is just a really, really good quality of life structure addition to your current game server that I think is very much needed. I really enjoy this. I really do. I think the only thing that I would have a complaint against it would be cool if we could like maybe interchange some of the skins, maybe have the option to change some of the textures and stuff out, because it's very, very modern sci-fi and some players don't necessarily like that look. But other than that, no complaints at all. Honestly, I love it. I think it's going to be really awesome. I'm going to start using this on my single player messing around with, because this seems to make life so much easier. I'll tell you, honestly, this thing have you sold right here. This tiny industrial forge, this have you sold. But all this other stuff makes it really cool. And it's done really well. It's done really clean. It looks really good. It's easy to use. It's very user-friendly. The interface on these things is great. There's a fully customizable INI to this, and we will have a link to the workshop page in the description of the video, so you guys can check that out at your leisure. That's it, guys. That's Arcomatic mod. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. Again, we'll have a link to the workshop in the description of the video so you guys can check that out. And as always, I will see you next time.